Hello, everyone. This is Just Trying to Play It, and we are back with Coral Island. Now, before we really get into this, I do need to say one thing, or maybe a few things, I don't know. But I have a cold. I caught the cold a little bit before New Year's, and unfortunately, it makes me sound even more nasally than I probably sound in the first place. So please bear with me. I'm gonna try to make it through as many of these as I possibly can, because we sometimes record in batches. You will, if you notice, the date says the 4th, and unfortunately, what that means is I missed a day because I ended last time on the 2nd. Well, we had some recording issues with our recording software. Hopefully, it is fixed now. If it isn't, you will hear this message again on another video. So let's just start it off. Pablo, we'll talk about what we did after we get through with this cutscene. Hello, hello. What could be better than a visit from your local blacksmith? Pablo's kind of cute too, so I don't mind that. Word around town that you started to mine the earth shaft. That's actually why I'm here. Yeah, I did do that last time. As you mine, you'll come across ores. What good does that do me, you might be thinking? Well, you can turn ores into bars. With enough bars, our shop can upgrade your tools. Work smarter, not harder, as I like to say. For a fee, of course. Of course it is. To make bars, you'll need a furnace, which you can now craft courtesy of this blueprint. You need 5 of the same ores to make 1 bar. You'll also need 1 charcoal to fire up the furnace. Yep, I think you're all set now. Now, one thing I have to admit is I do like the fact that they tell you, they hand you the things that you need in an animation as opposed to you automatically having them in your inventory. Um, it makes a difference for me anyway. Now, you may notice we have a little more storage. As we were doing things, we realized that we just didn't have enough storage space, which is the way with any type of um, farming game or survival game or anything. You run out of space so fast, it's just not even funny. So, what we're going to do today is let's first refill the watering can for next time. Let's take a look at our inventory and just see what we have. We have separated things. We have done a little bit of organization. Last time I was playing, I realized that things could get out of hand really quick if I didn't get a handle on this early. And you can count that as a tip for yourself or whatever, but it can get crazy. I do find sometimes when I play games like this, I've got multiple storages with the same stuff in it, and it's taking up space. And then I say, oh, I don't have enough space. Well, yeah, you do. So I've kind of separated everything. These are my scavengeables. Anything that I find laying on the ground is considered a scavengeable for me right now. This is my resources and miscellaneous. Now, I call it miscellaneous because scrap is miscellaneous, but it's also a resource that we end up using. So I just left it in there because that's just my thing. Trash is the same thing. It's a resource for me because we use it for other things. And over here is farming and ranching. Now I just put the first. Some of this stuff is not farming and ranching. It's also kind of like a miscellaneous. But I didn't want to. I didn't have enough resources to make another chest, so I left the stuff in here. Obviously, fish is not ranching, but I did get some good fish. Look at this. I've got a ruby red dragon net. I've got a lionfish. I've got a barracuda. I don't think I've seen a barracuda when I was playing. I have seen this black phantom ghost fish, which is still kind of cool to me, and the brown trout, which I think everybody and their mama has seen this thing. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have a I think what I'm going to do is this will still be a farming and ranching chest because it'll keep the hay in here, it'll keep the compost in here. I may put some beginning seeds in here if I can't plant them during the season. Um, but what I might do also is have a fish chest, obviously, have a bug chest, have a, just multiple chests so that you can really keep yourself organized, I think. And then I found some extra candy tree seeds laying around. I went and did a little exploring and I found some of those. So, what is the plan for today? Let's see. Let's see what relationships. Um, I think it's his birthday, Joku's birthday. I still haven't met a lot of people. We'll meet them along the way because I'm not going to necessarily seek them out. What do we need here? 40 stone. We can get that. I think we can get that. We should also get a little more in the by the way of seeds. I'm trying to figure out what seeds to actually plant now because as time passes, we're gonna run out of you know time. Okay, so let's see. I have a little bouquet here that I'm gonna give to someone. Um, don't know who yet. Don't know who, but for right now, let's gather up some stone. It might take most of our energy to do this, but it'll give us an excuse to just get some of this stuff done too. I kind of want this area, as I said, we need to segment what we're going to use and, how. And I think a section is going to obviously be an orchard, a section is going to be a for animals and such, and then a section is going to be for my farm. So we need to make sure that we've got ample space for all of that because there's going to come a time where this farm is going to be, more massive than they gave us. I mean, let's just go back and just take this all in. Look at this thing. This is absolutely huge. We could segment this in so many different ways. It's not even funny. You know, we could have our, animals over here, or we can just have the farm across the top, animals across some of the animals across the bottom, and then in the middle could be your orchard. It just depends. I think as time passes and we gather more money and do more things, I think we'll be able to find um, a good way to do all of that. We've got some tree seeds over here. And another thing too is you can call it a tip or whatever. I at first didn't realize that you could actually just shake a tree and you could get a seed out of it if it had one. And I would suggest if you're looking for some sort of food to last you until you're able to cook, I would suggest that you go around shaking trees and let them drop their goodies for you because that will help you at least be able to do stuff a little longer. Now not every tree is going to have a seed, so keep that in mind. But, all the trees you come across, something will have a seed. Now, I'm just unlucky right now. Or I've already gotten those tree seeds. Let's see, did we get any? We have exactly 40 stone. So let's go ahead and make it. Now, let's see where we're going to put. Productivity is going to be an issue, I think, because I don't want to put it on my farm. I don't want to put all these things on my farm, but I also want to make as much use of the space as possible. I want the crops close to the water, so that is a given, I think. And I think I'm going to use the top portion of it for that. Yes, I think that's what I'm going to do. So this quest, smelt a bronze bar using your new. Okay, well we can't do that yet because we used exactly all of our, ore and stuff for that. That's fine. We can get more ore. I mean, obviously we got those. We can get more. So let's go on ahead to the store. We have 189 energy left. Oh, we have a cutscene. What's going on here? You're not welcome here. Who they yelling at, man? What's you see all the irate? Oh, they're just angry. Okay. Karen. Oh, lovely name, right? Hello, all. Passionate residents of Starlet Town. All this commotion is unnecessary. Pufferfish isn't here to do anything destructive. Quite the opposite, actually. We're here to bail this town out. Enough with the lies, Miss Pufferfish. We can all see what you're here for. You can call me Karen, and please do elaborate, Miss Betty. The oil spill that reached our town last year was your doing. These old bones have seen enough of your atrocities. We don't want an oil drilling company around, Miss Pufferfish. Please stop now and take the drilling away from here. I'm afraid it is up to you. But yes, yes, we hear you. We're an oil drilling corporation, but things are not always as one sided as Miss Betty suggests. We don't need your dirty. If I may, Red Shirt, we can make Coral Island lively again by bringing in tons and tons of our workers here. Once we turn the museum into a storage facility for oil, expand drilling sites to the lake and around the beach. See where I'm going here? I can see plazas with vending machines around town, parks. Many of our workers will want to relocate to this dying town. Pufferfish can help Coral Island become a magnificent oil town. You see, creating jobs and attracting our internal talents. In no time, you will see this town alive again. Picture this: pufferfish, workers everywhere, chilling by the pier, inside fishing ships, enjoying life. Red shirt, look at the big picture here. Let's face it, nobody cares anymore about this charming little island. Let us bail you out. Expand our operations here on Coral Island's coast. That will make this island a world famous oil town. We're putting you on the map. All you need to do is say yes. And by bailout, you mean drilling around the island. Pufferfish's Pufferfish's investors will make a hefty profit. Do the math. It'll trickle down to you people. Folks, let's cool our heads. Nothing will be solved if we act out of emotion. She said, you people. Miss Karen, thank you for your time. Our door is always open, Mr. Mayor. It's interesting, I think, the way that they make some of these storylines. I really do like what they're doing. Just try to play it, right? Oh, I know you. Pleased to meet your acquaintance. No need to be confused. You don't know me. I'm Karen. I'm with Pufferfish Corporation. This island is dying. We both know it. These people, they're just in denial. We should just make the best of it. Now, don't get me wrong. She's doing her job. Okay, so I'm not going to sit up here and say anything, but she does have an arrogance about her. She's all about the money, and I think games like this kind of teach you money is not everything. It's about the people, it's about stuff like that. But unfortunately, it also makes it to where you need money to be able to even fight people like that. Um, it's an interesting concept. It's an ongoing, discussion amongst people, I'm sure, um, because you just have so many things that is going on. I can't imagine what will happen to the ocean once they went ahead with the oil drilling. We must stop them before it's all too late. We're seeing what happened when they did their drilling because we have the water looking the way that it looks. Um, so there's another thing there. Let's see. What do we buy and why? I don't know. Um, Usually, the first season is for you to get established. It's for you to start doing stuff. I think the main thing in this first season, I want to get our tools updated. I at least want a copper pickaxe, and I want a copper scythe, whatever you want to call it. So I at least want to work on those two things. I also want to at least have the next level of seeds available. So that's going to be our goal for the first season. Once we accomplish those goals, we'll create some more. Now, I may forget what those goals were, but we're going to see. Now, in order to do that, we've got to make some money. Potato seeds are really good, I think, because they grow quick and they're decent uh, profit. So I believe they're about 50 profit. I think they sell for 75 each. 50 profit is really good because that means we can buy for everyone we sell three more. So we could really kind of up our money here. So I think what I'm going to do, we have some other stuff that's already growing. What I'm going to do is all of the money that I have right now is going to go into potato seeds. That gives me 18 of them, which is not bad. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not bad, but it's not the best. It's not the best. Now, could we have done the same with daisies? I don't know. Daisies take a day less, and I think they only sell for about, I want to say 25 or 30. I'm not sure. 35. We get 20 for each one, I think. Um, but I don't think the math works there. That's what I'm getting at. I don't think the math works. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. If the math works, it works. But correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think it does. Also, what we're going to do is we're going to try to keep one of everything. So we're going to go back to our chest and we're going to see, hold on, we're going to check all garbage. We might as well walk into the museum since it was mentioned. And here we have, what was his name? Scott? I think it was, yeah. He's walking around, he's upset, he's looking around, he's doing stuff, is he even wearing shoes? Yeah, he's wearing shoes. He's looking at the sad state of things. Nope, they haven't magically returned. You didn't hear me walking up, dude. Oh, hello there. You're just trying to play it, right? I'm sorry you caught me at a bad time, but just look at this. It's so empty. My life's work. I'm so sorry. Thanks. I worked so hard to fill the museum. Well, it wasn't completely filled up, but at least it's not empty like this. Not gonna lie, when Millie told me the town was going to sell all of our collection, I was furious. It's not a feeling that I'm used to. The one thing I was good at that made me feel useful is going to be taken away from me. I couldn't stand it. But deep down, I knew the town really needed the extra fun to clean the oil spill. There wasn't much I could do about it. So I went back to my folks to cool down and think about what I'm going to do next. That's when I realized I had two options. Am I going to continue the pity party? Or am I going to rebuild the museum's collection now that the town isn't in an immediate crisis? That's right. I'm going to rebuild the collection. By the way, I've heard some things about you. People tell me you're good at finding things. Yeah, I don't know where that comes from because I don't think I found anything that anybody was missing. And I don't remember people asking me to find anything they were missing. So I don't know where this rumor can see that small town mentality thing, dude. Be careful when you're in a small town. Rumors fly. A lot of them are untrue. Don't have any kind of merit to them. And here we are. Okay. Now I'm not too bad at it myself, but I can certainly use that skill of yours. If you find anything interesting, why don't you bring it over? See, I could say it sounds like a lot of work. Maybe I can be paid. I can bring anything? Not anything, anything. We have a list of items we want to display. Things like historical artifacts, fossils, critters, sea creatures, and so on. Just drop by whatever and we'll see if anything in your bag can be displayed in the museum. So what did you say? Want to help me fill the museum with the treasures of the island? Yeah, we're nodding our heads. That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. Okay, now we've got things that we can now start donating to the museum. Now, the wonderful thing here is you get rewards and stuff that can be used pretty quickly. So we're going to also add the museum to our list of goals. I'm not going to say how many items we're going to put in the museum, but I am going to say we're going to try to do that as often as we possibly can, because that's very important too. We need to make sure that the museum goes up, and the whole thing is making sure that the city, um, I can't even call it a city, the town is doing well. All right, I want to take these and move them here. Before I do that, I want to put, let's put anything up that can be put up. You know what? For a long time, everyone, I didn't realize these. I didn't even pay attention to these down here. I was like shift clicking stuff to move it and things like that. You don't have to do that. If you hit Z, it'll transfer the same stuff that you already have over here from out of your backpack. I was spending a lot of time, you're trying to work harder. You're trying to work smarter, not harder. And I was doing the opposite. I was doing the absolute opposite. So from now on, we're going to try to pay attention. And that's one thing, too. If you pay attention to certain things, it makes a difference. So we're going to try our best to pay attention. So what did I just do? I just grabbed these here because I'm going to sell them. Those are extras from what we have. We already have some of those, so we're going to keep one of each. And then as we get them, we're going to keep selling them to at least have one each. And it also acts as a placeholder for us. So we are going to fill in some of these gaps. And I'm glad that I refilled my watering can earlier. It's not like we couldn't have done it later, but it was nice to do it. Now, why am I doing this in this way, like the 3x3? Because I noticed when I play on my own little playthrough, the beginning sprinklers, I shouldn't have done that though. The beginning sprinklers that you get can only cover 8 spots. But what I like to do is I'm probably not going to have sprinklers anytime soon because they require certain things that I can't get yet, and it will take me a while to get them. But what I'm looking at is I've got these things here that need space, and then I also want to put some paths through here. So I want to be able to walk between all of these, just stuff like that. I don't want to kind of. I have enough space to where I can make it look how I want it to look. That's my point. I don't have to be. Let's just get rid of that. It's gonna drive me nuts. I don't have to be all, you know, perfect with it. I don't have to have everything symmetrical. I can do what I want to do, and I think that's important when you're playing this game. I don't have a lot of energy. I want to conserve my energy also. So as I'm going along, if I see stuff, there's a bug. I'm gonna get that bug. Damn it. Got him. You gotta be careful to the leaf beetle. That's a new bug. You have to be careful also because what will happen is you will end up um, using energy for nothing, and that's almost what happened there. Well, it is what happened there, but I don't know how much energy you use trying to get a bug or not trying to get a bug. And that reminds me too, we have stuff that we need to take to the museum, so we're going to do that. So I am going to grab this thing here, this one here, this here, this here, this, the snail. I think the snail is one of them too. Yeah, it says I haven't donated. Also, pay attention to that as well. It also indicates to you what you have and have not donated. What can be donated is also very important. Um, so we're gonna take this guy, and I'm gonna leave that here, and I'm gonna take this guy. So we actually have 7 items that we, 8 items that we can donate now. So I think that's a really good start. And let's see what the quest requires us to do. Empty no more. Donate an item. So one item is going to give us that. So we can go ahead and do it. Luckily, the museum is open 24/7, so we don't have to worry about the time that we go to the museum or anything like that. But we should make sure that we go when we have a nice batch of items. I'm not gonna go for every single item that we get. It is tempting to do so, but I'm not going to. And I may actually have um, a chest for that. And when that chest gets full, maybe I'll do it then. So we're gonna donate an item. Bam, donated the item. Now we're gonna donate all the other items. We have a reward. More candy tree seeds. See, that's great because we're gonna need all of those. There we go. We're close to another reward. That's also the motivation for me. So let's do that. Claim this reward. That's another 150 bucks, which we didn't have any. We were down to $2. So that's great. I mean, now we have more money. I don't think I think, is he closed yet? He's not even closed yet. We should go in and get some more potato seeds. I'm going to say potatoes is going to be my cash crop for the season. Each season, I'm going to pick a crop that I am going to um, try to mass grow and sell. I should be able to get 6 of these. I'm going to try to mass grow them and sell them regardless of what's going on. Now, I'm going to keep some, obviously, for cooking later on. I anticipate having a kitchen probably during the summer. At least I would want to have a kitchen during the summer. I would also want to have um, better tools by then. There's a lot that we want to do, each season, and that's the key. Each season when we start, we'll look at where we are, and then we'll figure out where we want to be. I think it's important, and then we'll make adjustments as we go along. Right now, since I'm thinking about it, I am. She's a little pale. She's a little pale. That Betty's a strong woman, but she didn't think it was a good idea to attend that. I think it was. I think it was a very good idea for Betty to attend that because Betty's telling the truth. In this case, you want to know the truth. So the oil spill is what's kind of causing some of this stuff. Like you see this black stuff over here, over in this area. The oil spill kind of caused some of that. So she's absolutely right. It's created a problem. I wasn't gonna catch that dude. It's created a problem. So I don't blame her for saying what she said. We also, I don't know if we came over here on the first episode, but we came over here, we opened this up, and that had some more of the candy tree seeds in it. Now, as you can see, this black mine here is creating an issue. The smoke that's coming out of here is not good smoke. It's bad smoke. It's creating a problem. Look down here, it's creating a problem. So I think Betty is telling the truth. I don't think that Betty should have been what can we say silenced. I think hello, hello, how are you, Theo? Oh yeah, yeah, I heard about you. You're that new farmer from San Francisco. All right. Oh, that's right. Pokyo. I'm Theo. Hi, Theo. Uh, Glad I met Theo. And that's one thing about this game too. Everybody is so cute. They're really well written. The detail that they put into some of these characters is very, very good. I just feel like, they've just done a good job with this game. Anyway, let's continue what we're doing. On the way back home, we're going to forage. We've also got a few more things that I think we can now sell. I don't the forageables, the better the quality is, the better it is for us because it gives us more money. But I'm not gonna worry about keeping that many of the. Oh my God, these things are moving quick. I'm not gonna worry about the money. Yeah, got you again, buddy. I'm not gonna worry about the money from them. We're not gonna worry about holding on to them for whatever. We're selling them for money, because that's the thing that gets you in the beginning of any of these types of games. You don't have money for like anything, and it's best for you to. Is this another bug? Yes, get it. And I'm now feeling tired. Okay, so that's one that we need to donate. Now you notice when you start to feel tired, the color of the game changes. Like it's a little faded now. It makes a difference. It really does. Okay, now my inventory is full. Is there something I can get rid of? No. So you know what we're gonna do? It's only 7:30 at night on the game. I believe that I have it set for a quick setting so we can go through stuff pretty fast. Um, I don't think it's set for yeah, I think that's the way it's set. So what we're going to do is, I did not see this mushroom over here. Now my inventory's full. Okay. So what we're gonna do is now, 8 o'clock. We're gonna hurry up and try to run home, drop this stuff off, and then go finish foraging. I'm not gonna grab any more bugs or anything because that's going to reduce our it's going to reduce our stamina once again. I don't have anything in there to transfer. There's that. Okay. So, what does this mean? We already donated this. We didn't donate this. So I'm going to put this over here just in case. The other stuff, either we already sold it or we just didn't have any of it. We're gonna save one of those. These I'm gonna sell. They're better quality, so they'll give us better ones. This one I don't have one of. This one I don't have one of. That's how we're gonna kind of try to play this. Okay. Um, like I said, we're gonna try to play it that way, and then sell the rest of them. This leaf beetle might be good money. It might not be, but you know what? It does not matter at this point. Also, since we got the seeds, we're gonna try to eat enough to plant these seeds. Okay. So we got 3 here. We're gonna make a 3 here. We should have enough to plant and water these seeds, although I put my watering can over here. There we go. So let's just go ahead and water those. We still got a little bit of energy. It's 9 p.m. Let's go grab the stuff that we saw earlier. We might pick up another bug or two. It just depends on what we see. We did see some good stuff. I mean, we haven't even covered a lot of this island quite yet. So, we did in the other one, but you guys didn't see us do it. But we did cover a nice little piece of the island. I think we went almost everywhere we could go, and it was. I mean, let's face it, the island is bigger than it seems, but it also is small. Excuse me. It's also small compared to anything else. This episode is probably only going to cover this day. Was that a bug? Yes. Thank. I didn't try to get it because of the fact that I'm a little congested and everything. There's another one of those little things. Gonna get you, buddy. He probably is some money. And we've got some other little forageables over here. I forgot what time it makes it so that you pass out. Now I'm feeling uh, a hickory horn devil. That's interesting. You also run slower when you're feeling this way. So we're gonna go. I'm at 2, and I don't want to run the risk of passing out or whatever those consequences might be. Yeah, she's like running in place. She is not moving that fast at all. So we're gonna go back home. It's a little late. It's after 10 o'clock. No, yeah, it's after 10. Now 11. So we're going to go in here. We already have one to donate. We've got an extra one. This one's gonna be donated. I think we already have one of those. We have all of these, so we're going to sell them. That's the way this is going to be. You know, anything that's extra, we're selling as long as it's scavengeable. We're gonna go to bed now. We're only gonna go as long to see how much money we made. Oh, look at that! Our foraging went up. We have a skill point to spend. On the next episode, we will spend that skill point and see what we can come up with. We also have a new craftable, the kiln, which is wonderful. We made 658. You know what? That is not bad. That leaf beetle is worth it. Now, in the game, there's also a way to make a house for bugs to where you can multiply the bugs. So I think when we learn how much these bugs are worth, I think it's worth our while to multiply and cultivate, breed the bugs that make us money. I think that probably would be a good idea. And then the other ones we use for whatever. Foraging. Let's see what made us money here. These only made us money because we have multiples of them. But you see the foraging prices. The shiitake mushrooms were the best. Even these at a better quality didn't even come close. The morel was 40 each. So those are things, that's good information to know. Because if you're ever using something that's probably not Yeah, you could probably use some of these things for other purposes, like the violet. I I I think these are considered flowers. So if you were to make a bouquet of flowers in order to give away to people, these may be a good idea to put over there. Well, to use for that. So it's one of those things. But you know what? We're gonna end it there. I'm gonna go and take some more medication. And we're gonna see what the next episode would bring. Guys, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. If you want to make a comment, uh, subscribe for other videos. And until the next time, guys, this is just trying to play it saying, stay safe, everyone.